Welcome to the TMBC Wake YouTube channel. If you haven't entered the surfboard giveaway yet, make sure to get over to that video and get yourself entered. I'll put a link right above me, I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll put a link at the end of this video. Alright, as you can see, I finally got my new wake surfboard. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the unboxing. Alright, so as you can see, if you haven't been able to tell already, I chose another Hyperlite board. And I'm sure that some of you are probably watching this thinking, why did he choose Hyperlite? There's probably even some of you who watch my videos regularly and think to yourselves, man, he talks so highly of Phase 5 surfboards that why would he go with another Hyperlite board? Well, there's a reason for that, and I'll explain more about that later in the video. So make sure you watch the video all the way to the end. I like the boxes these boards come in. I tend to keep them for a little while in case I need to ship a board when I sell one. I'm definitely going to be using the packing materials from this package and setup to ship my other surfboard to whoever wins it. Ooh. Alright, so you can see the shape looks very similar to my last board. Some of you can probably already tell what board it is. Something else in the package, so just dumping that out. So what I'm opening right now is the very reason I went for this particular board, and the only reason why I decided to upgrade. I wanted a wake surfboard that has straps. I want to be able to do flips on my surfboard, so this was a big thing to me. I was excited the moment I started seeing these. So you can see there's the straps. They actually look pretty well made, pretty comfortable looking. They have a few different settings. So if you can't tell by now, this is the 2019 Hyperlite Hi-Fi 56. So it's basically the same exact board that I had 2 years newer, but with straps. There's the bottom graphic. It's pretty cool. I actually am more of a fan of my previous graphic, but it's a pretty cool graphic. The top traction pads are quite different. I'll show you a comparison here shortly. It is still carbon fiber. The whole shell is still carbon fiber. It seems to be painted carbon fiber. And there you can see the binding mounts. And now I'm showing you the straps where the binding mounts are. It actually looks like you might be able to mount wakeboard bindings to this if you wanted to. I'm not sure of that. I'd have to check that out first before I could confirm that. And it comes with the same fin setup that my previous Hi-Fi had. So I'll be mounting probably a normal wakeboard, a little bit taller fin for my purposes. All right, so now you see the straps mounted to the board, and I actually mounted them what I believe is the biggest foot mounting you can do. You can see me putting my hands through there. Basically the widest spaced screw holes on the board and the widest spaced screw holes on the straps, which seem to fit my feet pretty well. I wear 11.5s. I'm sure that there's probably going to be a little bit of stretching, so I might have to adjust that more. I'm sure they would fit other bigger feet. It just kind of depends on how high your foot is. So now you can see I'm showing you the edge, which is the same, and then a little more close up of the bottom where you can kind of see the carbon fiber pattern. So now I'm showing you a comparison between my 2017 Hyperlite Hi-Fi and my new 2019 Hyperlite Hi-Fi. So you can see that the shape of the board is exactly the same. The traction pad is quite different. On my 2017, they didn't do any paint or anything on top of the carbon fiber, which I actually liked that. But the paint looks good on my new board. You can see that the hump on my 2017 Hi-Fi for your foot arch does not exist on my 2019 Hi-Fi. They might have taken that away for the straps, but I bet it's to accommodate more people because flat footers probably don't like that hump. I actually liked it on the other board, so a little sad about that. You can also tell that the traction pad design and setup is quite different. Again, I prefer the look of the traction pad and design on my 2017 Hi-Fi. It looks like on the 2019 Hi-Fi, they were trying to make sure that you had the appropriate foot traction further up, and they were just trying to accommodate those straps some more. So here is a comparison to the bottom side of both of the boards. Basically, the shape and what it feels like on the waters should be exactly the same. You just see the different graphics. I really liked how they did that carbon fiber inlay on my 2017. And the 2019 just seems to be painted carbon fiber. It's got a cool graphic on it. I just prefer the more simple look. But again, I got this board for one big reason, and that's the straps. You can see that the fin setup is exactly the same as well. Okay, so that's my new board. I can't wait to get out there and try it out. It's going to be about a month, maybe a little less, maybe a little more before I can start riding that thing on the water. So now to address the reason why I chose to go with another Hyperlite Hi-Fi. As some of you may already know, I talk pretty highly of the Phase 5 boards. I've ridden a couple of Phase 5 boards. I have a friend that has a couple of them. And I've always been pretty happy with that ride, and compared to any other surfboard I've ridden, those have been the best. So first of all, like I discussed while I was showing you the board, I only really wanted to upgrade because I wanted straps. If I would have had the ability to put straps on my 2017 board, I would have done that. I just didn't feel like I could do that without ruining the integrity of the board. So that being said, that's the only reason why I decided to upgrade. But there is a couple of Phase 5 boards that have straps. The one that I would have gone for probably is the Panther LTD, the Phase 5 Panther LTD. Now, the big reason why I didn't go with the Phase 5 Panther LTD is because of price. As a lot of my subscribers may already know, wakeboarding is my main sport. Wake surfing to me is something to do when I can't wakeboard. I have a lot of fun with wake surfing, but it's just not my primary sport. So I have a hard time spending a lot of money on wake surfing. And what that means is when I'm looking at a board that is somewhere between $750 and $1,000, it just doesn't make very much sense to me. So in the end, what made my final decision to get the Hi-Fi was simply the fact that I could get it for a cheaper price or for a lower price, and I already had the same board, so I knew what it felt like and I was comfortable with it. And part of that has to do with the fact that I know the local dealer, and they give me a little bit of a discount for Hyperlite. I don't have the same relationship with the local Phase 5 dealer. Those things could possibly change in the future, but for now, that was the right choice for me. So if you're trying to make your decision on what would be the better wake surfboard to purchase, to be honest, if money isn't an issue for you, I probably would suggest you try the Phase 5 Panther LTD, as I would have liked to go that route. I just didn't want to spend the extra money on it. Either way, I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with my Hyperlite Hi-Fi. I'm really excited to try it out. I really want to start doing flips, and it's also probably going to help me on doing my airs. Even though I know having straps is a bit of a cheat on getting surf airs, it's all about having fun, and I think I'm going to have more fun if I'm getting air, whether I'm cheating or not. So that's kind of my take on it. I've always been more of a strap to the board sport person anyways, whether it be snowboarding or wakeboarding, as opposed to skateboarding and surfing. So that's just my take and my preference. Obviously your opinion and your preference might be different. Also, this video is simply an initial reaction. It is not a comprehensive review. I might be able to make a video later in the season that is a comprehensive review, but as of now, just an initial reaction. So I don't know if you also noticed, but this is the first video in my season 3 series, my season 3 2019 summer season video. This is episode 1. I have gone ahead and started numbering my videos according to season, and so really what I'm doing is I'm counting my summer videos of 2018 as season 1, and then the 2018-2019 off season as season 2, and then summer of 2019 would be season 3. So now instead of just watching the episode number go up, you're going to be able to see season 3, episode 1, and so on. And I'll change that so the 2019 to 2020 off season will be season 4. So I hope that works better for everybody. I liked that idea, and I'm going to go forward with it as of right now. So that's it for this week's video. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also leave comments below if you have something to say about it. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notifications bell. You're going to want to see me riding this board in a future video. I'll see you next time.